And
recording in progress.
we back. Greetings, family, friends, and the world. This is Mikael Eric Harris, better known as the Juice, back with part two, also known as the Alkaline Water Guy. Back with part two of Fight Fire with Truth, open conversation. And tonight we have an open conversation, and my brother Gus asked a question. He wanted to know how and why the deception is going on. Why did it happen? How come the world is being deceived and they can't see the deception? First, we have to understand, in order to see the deception, it has to be revealed. If you don't reveal something or expose something, you don't know and you won't find out. See, someone have to reveal the information. First, it has to be someone of Yah, a man of Yah, because he's the one who made the deception in the first place. And I had Brother Gus open up first. We started everything off with Jeremiah in part one. We started off everything with Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 10 through 13, to show that the Creator said that he was going to do this. And then we went from there. I believe we went from there to Exodus chapter 20, in the first, second, and third commandment, showing that the Creator said, don't worship anything in heaven above, earth beneath, or waters under the earth, no thing, and don't make any graven images. And then we went to confirm that in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 15 through 19. We added 20 in there as well, but 15 through 19, at the end of 16, is the first thing it said was, you see no similitude unless you corrupt yourself and start worshiping. And it said male, then female. And then everything else in the earth. And then he said, unless you look up your eyes up to the sun, moon, and stars and start worshiping the host of heaven, which people do today. All this stuff is because the Creator said that these things are going to happen if you did not keep his law. Not if you worship somebody else. And nothing like. He said, if you do not keep his law, which is his name, because his name is his representative. His name, his law is a representative of him, so that law is his name. And I'm not going to go back through all that. Y'all can go to part one, check all that, because I gave those details out to give you an understanding. To now comes the deception. Now comes the deception. We going to break down the deception to you on how it was done through history. That's your key. A lot of people don't know that. All that was done through history. Prophecy is prophesied, means something to foretell, something to come to pass. Once it comes to pass, then that prophecy becomes history. Because it was prophesied first, then it came to pass, then it becomes history because it didn't happen, and we see that it happened, and it was by the word of Yah. Had to go get some more of that water. Good and cold. But back to the story. Now, I took everybody to chapter 2 of Daniel just before we left in part 1 to recap just a little bit before we move on. Chapter 2 of Daniel, and in Daniel chapter 2, to break everything down, y'all can go back and listen to everything else up until what we got right now. But in verse 39 and 40. 39, well, actually, I was sharing with you to bring you to this in Exodus, in the Ten Commandments, Exodus 20, when the Creator spoke and said, visiting the iniquity, the ignorance upon the fathers, which is the parents upon the children, unto the third, which is the Greek, and the fourth, which is the Roman generation of them that hate me. Now I'm going to show you how this come about, where the prophecy come about, where all this stuff is coming into place. It was prophesied first. Then it was to come to pass. And then it shows you where you're living in it in Revelation 13. Revelation 13 is a full conglomerate of it all at once. Revelation 13, break it down for you. But I'm going to break it down for you. But I'm going to break it down, but I'm going to get further. I'm going to give you the understanding to get to there. So as I was saying, according to Daniel 2, 39 and 40, as I was sharing with you, 39 states, and after these shall rise, after Nebuchadnezzar shall rise, after these shall rise another kingdom, which is the Medes and the Persians. The Medes and the Persians. The Medes and the Persians. Straight across, right? Another kingdom inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass. This is the third kingdom of brass. This is the Greeks. And know how they took over? It said, of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. All the earth. See? It shall bear rule over all the earth. This is where Alexander the Great conquered until he couldn't conquer no more. And as I was sharing with you, this is Esau. This is the beginning of Esau's reign and rule over the whole earth, the dominion of the earth. And I shared that also in part 1 out of Genesis 27, verse 39 and 40. But your key is verse 40. Esau, he bear rule over all the earth. The Greeks and the Romans is Esau. But the whole thing is spiritual. Nowadays, you got all type of people carrying on Esau's spiritual ways. I don't care what color, nationality, it's still Esau. No different than when the world become under Israel, which is becoming under the Creator's way through Israel, through the law. Through the law spiritually. See, it's spiritual wickedness, which is of war, spiritual righteousness, which is of the law. It's all, see, it's spiritual. This is why I try to get people to understand. It's all spiritual. A lot of people looking for nothing. I'm going to get off that. So it says, another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. Then 40, when the Romans came into power. I'm going to also show you, since we got time now, when we get into 13, I'm going to show you how the dragon, which is the Greeks, gave its power to the beast, which is the Romans. It's coming. Again, and the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. And as I was saying, all the religions is under the Roman Empire. All the religions, even Muslim. They took over the whole world, remember? Muslim is just a disguise. You know why? Because it's not the law of Yah. They praise Prophet Muhammad. No different than the Christians praise Jesus. We, of the knowledge of Yah, praise Yah and Yah only, or the Creator and the Creator only. The one spirit of all God that made everything. The one spirit of everything, not one spirit of all gods, because he's the only one. But that's what I wanted to get you to. Now, I just wanted to bring you back up to that and let you understand the bruise all things, all these different religions all over the world that still love Christianity. Now let's go to the conclusion and understanding of why that the Roman Empire and what they have given over the whole world. But first you got to understand how they conquered. You got to go step by step. They conquered the whole world. Daniel 7:23. I'm going simple tonight. Daniel 7 verse 23. Let me break this down for you first, but let me read it. Daniel 7:23 states, and he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom. Let me break that down. A lot of people who say that go over their head. The fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth. Let me say that one more time so it can ring in your ear if you're listening. The fourth beast, thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth. Now listen to what it says after that. Which shall be diverse, different. Diverse shall be different from all kingdoms. Yeah, it is. Yep. Shall be different, which is diverse from all kingdoms. Check this out. and shall devour the whole earth. You see that? See those two? It said shall bear rule over the whole earth and shall devour the whole earth. How many people paying attention to what the words is? See, some people read over and they don't even see what it's saying. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and he shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. 24. And then horns out of they just reading words. They're not understanding what they're reading. They don't take their time and look at what they're saying and process what they're saying as they're reading. They just know words and flipping words off the tongue. People don't process what they're reading. And thank you, Almighty, for sending me through the house of Israel. Brother Divine had us to do that. That's how come I understand what I'm reading while I'm reading. I don't just read over words. I go and I make sure I'm understanding what's being said as I'm saying it. Again, 23. Thus he said, talking about the Creator, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse, which is different from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it. Let me show you how you tread it down. And I done shared this before. Matter of fact, I think I shared this today from my TikTok onto a couple of places. But they devoured the 7 continents, which is the 7 heads of the dragon. When it's the beast, which is the first, it was the dragon, and then it was the beast. Both of them, all of them talking about 7 heads. The 7 heads is the 7 continents. That's the 7 continents. They bear rule over all the earth. The 7 heads of the dragon are the 7 continents. All right. But let's break down these 7 heads and these 7 continents. The 7 continents break down into countries. And all these names are given by the people who are in power. The continents to countries, to city and states. If they have states, if they have cities, or just countries, or city, states, and then towns, suburbs, and then to districts and counties, districts and counties, and then to neighborhoods, all the way to your home, all the way to your house. And then they go so far as into when you come out the womb, they tag you then. You got a name and you got a number. So from the continents all the way down to each individual coming out the womb, they tag you. They have control over you. People don't think like that. So that's just that point. I could keep going on to give you more, but I'm going to make it short, make it quick, so you can see. All right? Now, before we go on, now we got to understand where the New Testament came from. See, the New Testament came from the Council of Nicaea. Now, there have been many things that happened between and before then, but we're looking at the end effect. The ending effect, which is the Council of Nicaea. And the Council of Constantinople, which is still both councils. The Council of Nicaea and the Council of Constantinople. And this takes research. This is history. So it says, what occurred at the Council of Nicaea? This is history I'm about to read to you. And I do have this where you can tap the link. And should I put that with this? I might put these link with this. Yep. Matter of fact, tomorrow might be this part 1 and part 2. Matter of fact, I probably called it the same thing, part 3 and part 4 for tomorrow. That's what I do, just like I did the other one a couple of weeks ago. But we're going to pick it up from here. It says, the Council of Nicaea took place in 325 AD by order of Roman Emperor Constantine. Nicaea was located in Asia Minor. Located in Asia Minor, right? East of Constantinople, at the Council of Nicaea, Emperor Constantine presided over a group of church bishops that other leaders would be purpose of defining the nature of God for all of Christianity. You see that? Defining the nature of God for all of Christianity. All right. Let me see over here. Bruh, you need to send that water in the mail. Who is this? Robert. Okay. Is that Robert Craig? But let's see it going. It says, again, group of church bishops and other leaders with the purpose of defending the nature of God for all of Christianity. Remember I told you what Christianity is most majority of the religions of today? And eliminating confusion, controversy, and contention within the church. Check it out. This is when it talks about the daily wound, and it talks about the daily wound was healed. That's Christianity. Christianity is the daily wound. Christianity is the blasphemy. Didn't it just say the nature of God for all Christianity? See, if they took the nature of God. Wait, let me go back a little. It says, Emperor Constantine presided over a group of church bishops and other leaders with the purpose of defending or defining the nature of God for all of Christianity and eliminating confusion, controversy, and contention within the church. The Council of Nicaea overwhelmingly affirmed the deity and eternality of Jesus Christ. You see that? Affirm the deity and eternity of Jesus Christ and define the relationship between the Father and the Son as of one subject. See, they did that. They did that. Of one substance. It also affirmed the Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit were listed as three co-equal and co-eternal persons. Co-equal and co-eternal persons, right? Constantine, who claimed conversion to Christianity, called for a meeting of bishops to be held in Nicaea to resolve some escalating controversies among the church leadership. The issues being debated included the nature of Jesus Christ, the proper date of the proper date to celebrate. You see, they put it together. The proper date to celebrate Easter and other matters. The failing Roman Empire now under Constantine's rule. The failing Roman Empire. You see that? The failing Roman. This is where the deadly wound was healed. This is why I try to get people to understand. The failing Roman Empire. And the shocking part is, when Europe, I was with the group called Inferior, and we was of the Roman Empire. That is what I danced, not knowing. I know I danced about something about the Bible, but I didn't know until after I got out and went to my spiritual awakening and really understood as I grew. The failing Roman Empire, now under Constantine's rule, could not withstand the division caused by years of hard-fought, out-of-hand arguing, arguing over doctrinal differences. The emperor saw the quarrels within the church not only as a threat to Christianity. See, it's all about Christianity. Not only a threat to Christianity, but as a threat to society as well. Therefore, at the Council of Nicaea, Constantine encouraged the church leaders to settle their eternal disagreements, to become Christ-like, to become Christ-like agents who could bring new life to a troubled empire, Constantine felt called to use his authority to help bring about unity, peace, and love within the church. See, he used his authority to do that because things weren't coming together, right? Now, but the key is that it was a failing Roman Empire. It was out of hand. It was arguing doctrinal differences only as a threat to Christianity, as a troubled empire. Okay, let's go down here. It was a troubled empire, right? There's something down here. Group leaders, bishops, and other leaders with the purpose of defending the nature of Yah for all Christianity and eliminating confusion, controversy, contention within the church. The Council of Nicaea overwhelmingly affirmed the deity and eternity of Jesus Christ. See, they affirmed that. And define the relationship between the Father, and they define that and define the relationship. See, all this right here is blasphemy against the Creator's word. All that's blasphemy. Now, when we get done with this, I'm going to take you to Revelation 13. We're 22 minutes in already, so I can go ahead through that. But I'm going to take you to 12 first to show you the Greeks first. First, let me get you to Constantinople. So when I get to where we go ready to go, you can have a clear understanding. Now, that was 325 AD, right? If you can read that. I don't know if you can read that or not. I just want you to see it. What happened at the Council of Nicaea? I think that's what it say. What occurred at the Council of Nicaea? We just read some of that. I'm going to put the link in there so y'all can read it yourself. Then now we're here. What happened at the Council of Constantinople? I'm going to read that for you next. I don't know if you can see it straight on or not. Just leave it here so you can see the heading. Then. All right. I want to put that up there so you can see the heading. What happened at the Council of Constantinople? Here we go. The first Council of Constantinople occurred in 381 AD. This is 56 years later. In 381 AD, in the city of the same name, modern Istanbul, which is Turkey, it is considered the second of the ecumenical councils after Nicaea 325. Okay? This is 381. Nicaea was in 325. That's 56 years. That's over half a century. Excuse me. A century is 100 years. Yeah, 56 years. Excuse me. All the council, say, at the Council of Constantinople, check this out. I want y'all to hear this. At the Council of Constantinople, Christian bishops convened to settle several document disputes prompted by unrest in the religious leadership of the city. While not as memorable as the Council of Nicaea, the council dealt a fatal blow. A fatal blow. This is when you hear 13, I'm gonna remind your mind back to the fatal blow. The council dealt a fatal blow of Arianism, clarified the language used to describe the Trinity, and sharpened the distinction between the eastern and western branches of the church. Right. The immediate motivation behind calling the First Council of Constantinople was a series of controversies. The Council of Nicaea had met more than 50 years prior to settle the Arian controversy. A debate over whether or not Jesus was fully divine, despite the Council's nearly 300-2 decision, rejecting Arianism, the view persisted and continued to cause division among Christians. Right? Some more water. It's hot up here, y'all. Okay. Thank you, Father. Let's see where I was at. Despite the council's nearly 300-2 decision rejecting Arianism, the view persisted and continued to cause division among Christians. Constantinople itself was considered an Arian city until a new emperor, Theodius I, attempted to forcibly replace the church leaders with non-Arians, right? This attempted purge did not go over well, and further unrest ensued. Theodius attempted to install Gregory Nazianzus as Bishop of Constantinople. However, before Gregory could be formally consecrated, a rival group broke into the cathedral and attempted to consecrate Maximus the Cynic. Instead, their consecration ritual was interrupted by an angry mob, leading Theodius to ask Pope Damascus for advice. Damascus' order was for Theodius to call a meeting for bishops who would formally reject Maximus and settle again the Arian controversy. All right. Most of that's just go. I just mainly want you to understand what happened on this point, but this is all history, right? Oh shoot, I ain't put you back. There we go. Now, controversy, fatal blow, it's all going to come up in 13, but I'm going to give you 12 first. Revelation 12. Excuse me. Revelation 12, verse 3. Revelation 12, verse 3 states, and there appeared another wonder in heaven. Here we go. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. And behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns. The 7 heads is continents. The 10 horns, the horns mean power. Crowns mean kingdoms. All right. Red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his head. 4. And his tail drew the third part of the star, which is Israel, through the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. But that was something else. But that point is Israel. So let's get busy. Just want to tell you, then there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. I wanted to share that point right there. The dragon is the Greeks, and the dragon is right here, Genesis 25. The dragon is Esau. What did it say? When thou shalt have the dominion. But first we got to understand who Esau is. And right here, verse 23. Well, we say 22. And the children struggled together within her. Talking about Rebecca. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yah. And Yah said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. That's Esau. He's stronger than us today. But we're going to come over spiritually. And one people shall be stronger than other people. And the elders shall serve the younger. When I say, excuse me, he's stronger as a unit, as a people. That's what I really mean. They come together and they strategize and they work. 24. And when her days were to be delivered was fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. He was 60. But the whole point is that I'm letting you know the dragon in Revelation 12 is Esau once he had got his blessing in 9. That was 25. In Genesis 27, as I shared earlier, 27 said he's going to have the dominion of the earth. Now he has the dominion. But let's get back over here. Now let's get to 13. Let's get over here to chapter 13 and get a better understanding. Revelations chapter 13. Starting at verse 1. Now we're going to go through here and I'm going to show you that this here is the Roman Empire. From 1 through 9 and then 11 through 18. 1 through 9 is old Rome, 11 through 18 is new Rome. Some of it could be simultaneously mixed up, but you're going to see. Chapter 13, Revelation 13. And I stood upon, see, this is supposed to be John the Revelator, as they call him, but he had to be in the spirit because this was the spiritual realm. All right? Excuse me. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the names of blasphemy. You see all these different nationalities and all these different religions have their own religion. And he just got through saying what he was saying right here. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, 10 kingdoms, upon the 7 mountains, upon the 7 heads, upon the kingdom. And upon his head the name of blasphemy. Verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet was like the feet of a bear. Now, I still don't know what I still call that. The bear was the Soviet Union, to my knowledge, for what I believe. And the British, and there must be another, but they was always working together. That's my thoughts on that. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet was as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. Now here go the key. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. The dragon gave him his power, his seat, and great authority. Three is your key. And I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death. Rome, Roman Empire. That was in Turkey, Istanbul, was it? And I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. See, when the wound was healed, that's when they started putting Christianity together and people started worshiping it. That's where the world started wondering after it. If you don't have no understanding, you will not get it. Excuse me. Verse 3 again. And I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. All right. Number 4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. They worshiped Greek. They gave power unto the beast, which is Rome. And they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Let's keep it moving. 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy. And there was given him straight things. There was given to him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy, and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months. This was the power right here. And guess how let me go. I'm going to save a point. I'm about to give you a clue. I almost gave something away. 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yah to blaspheme his name. You see that? That's what the Gospels is about. That's what the New Testament is about. Y'all, let's keep it moving, because it's trying to come down on me. 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yah and blasphemed his name. Blaspheme the Creator's name. What? Which is the law. The law is the Creator's name, right? And his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. Talking about us. We dwell in heaven as long as we keep the word of Yah. And we build. 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. We are the saints. Let me put this over here. We are the saints. Israel is the saints. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. Then I'd say war. Remember we read war? Remember war? By thy sword shalt thou live? Yeah. And it shall give unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them, and power was given unto him over all, check it out, over all kindreds and tongue and nation. Over the whole earth, remember? Over the whole world, remember? 8. And all that dwell upon the earth, you see that, shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life. And the Lamb is something I'm going to give y'all. If I don't give it tonight, I'm going to definitely give it to you tomorrow. The Lamb is right there in 5, 5, and 6. Revelations 5, verse 5 and verse 6. And they tell you exactly who it is or what it is. A lot of people saying, this Jesus, these Jesus fanatics. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundations of the world. And if any man have an ear, let him hear. If you got an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Y'all don't know about all these people in this day and time have met in the tribunals. They're gone. You got actors out here wearing their faces. I ain't going to say who, but a lot of these people are already gone, deceased, killed, because of the things they were doing against humanity. But I just keep it moving. He that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Now that's old Rome. Why do I say that's old Rome? That is when Rome was in power in the beginning and is going around the world doing what they're doing and, start setting up shop. But let's show you the United States of America right here in 11. This is the United States of America. And I behold, another beast coming up out of the earth. Another government in the Roman Empire. And I behold another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. Those two horns like a lamb is Democrat and Republican. Democrat and Republican, whichever one took over. And there you go. And he exercises, check this out now. And he exercises all the power of the first beast. The first beast is old Rome. Remember when Greek came in, they devoured the whole earth. Greek came in, they ended up taking over, bearing rule over the whole earth. And then now this one, I think I read right over it. Don't surprise me. Right here when it says in verse 2, the end of verse 2. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. I'm surprised. I must have been a little asleep or something on that point. I missed it. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Great authority. The dragon gave it to the beast. The beast is the Roman Empire. But again, let's hit it over here at verse 12. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. That was the first beast. The first beast, the deadly wound. Remember, I was talking about the deadly wound. I'm slipping now because I'm missing what I want to tell y'all. Remember we talk about the information in here? 56 years and all the stuff that was going on. Christianity. That's where all this comes from. Yeah, I must be getting tired because I'm skipping over stuff and I ain't hitting everything as I come. I'm just going through the motion practically. Whose deadly wound was healed. That was Christianity, the deadly wound. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And how did he do that? Through ships, through planes, through all kind of ways he do it, right? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth. You see that? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the people, which is the beast. The beast is the system. Saying to them that dwell, check this out, y'all. This is what I want y'all to understand. Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast. Now, let's get to understand the image. I can share with you, this right here is your deadly wound that was healed, as I read it to you. Right? Now it's saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. The image The wound is Christianity. The gospel, God's spell. That was the wound. But now you got an image to carry that wound. Your Jesus Christ. And what has happened today? They done cut the man down. Not the man, the image down. They done painted his face melanated. And they calling him Yeshua. That's what's going on. That's all it is. So, and it says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. How do they make him live? The image. How do you make the image live? Let me tell you how you make the image live. Right here. Y'all see that red writing in there? Red writing means alive. That's how they made him live. See that red writing in there? Red writing means alive. Blue writing means alive. Black means dead. Red means alive. Blue means alive. Black means dead. Purple means royalty. Just to let you know. Nope. We almost missed my spot. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast. The image is Jesus to the system, which everybody is going to whoring after. An image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. I had the wound by a sword, the controversial stuff going on in the church. That was the sword. 15. And he had power to give life unto the beast. I just told you the life was the red writing. He had power to give life to the beast. The red writing, the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causes all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That mark is the RFID chip out today. First it started as a grain of rice, and it's been moving ever since. So it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and say that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All those who don't worship the image of the beast, which is what? Jesus, should be killed. And he causes all, both small, great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. That's if you take it. If you don't, but 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the jab, or the name, your name in all caps, of the beast, or the number of his name. Now, I'm sorry, y'all. It's trying to come down on me. I'm trying to hold up. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now, the mark, like I'm going to tell you, the mark was the coronavirus. Not the virus. The mark was the solution to the coronavirus. That was the solution, which is the shot, the jab. Someone say hot sauce. That was that. Then, trying to think of where I'm at. Y'all, I'm getting tired. It's coming down on me. I'm going to have to pick up tomorrow. Woo! But I'm at the end. I'm at the end of this point. Have a few more things I want to share, but woo, I'm just gonna pick up tomorrow from this point. And he causes all both. Here we go. And he causes all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, which we know is the RFID chip. But now it's nanobots inside the syringe, which was the shots or the hot sauce. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him have understanding. Count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. That man's number is the Pope. It's the Pope. How do I know it's the Pope? I know I'm tired, y'all. Hold on. Hold up. Where we go? Sorry on me. Now, I'm holding my eyes up as I can, fam. But like I said, here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 3 score 6. That's 666. I want y'all to read something right here, if y'all can see it. Let me put it here first. Then here. If you can read it. Then here. Then here. Now let me read it. Vicarius Filii, that's the name of the Pope. Vicarius Filii, Latin, vicar or representative of the Son of God, is a phrase first used in the forged medieval donation of Constantine to refer Saint Peter, who is regarded as the vicar, the Son of God, or representative of the Son of God in English. Here's a more detailed explanation. Origin. Vicarius Filii. This is 666, y'all. Hold on. Here we go. The more plain view. You get the yellow, look at the information. Just want y'all to see that. The number of a man is 666. This historical interpretation identifies the number 666 with the papal title Vicarius Filii, meaning vicar of the Son of God. This phrase has been used by popes for centuries to defend their celestial and temporal authority. They did that. So everybody, what I'm going to tell y'all is this. I'm tired. There's a lot more I would like to share with you, but that's just a little bit. I'm going to pick up tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I've been out all day. I've been digging up dirt. When I say digging dirt today and breaking down dirt, have Mike out there breaking down dirt with me. Junior. digging dirt, making water. Started up, got up this morning, got myself together, started doing gallons. Man, you know what I'm saying? Got up this morning, started doing gallons. After I started doing my gallons, and then I had to get out there in the yard and turn some dirt so I can get ready. If I don't get no, I'm trying to get something growing this year. But if I don't get nothing growing this year, it'll be ready for next year. But at least I got started with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. At least I got started. And when you at least you get started, hey, the finish line ain't too far ahead of you.
That's right. Hey, this was good though, man.
So now I'm glad just that, and that's that little bit. Let me know what you got out of it. I like to know if people got anything out of anything when I'm sharing something. That lets me know if I can share with them what my intent, because I see it. I'm not gonna give you a phony or show you something that. Now, please tell me what you got out of it, my bro.
You know, a clear picture of the whole conspiracy. I got a clearer picture of the level of deception. I got a clear picture of how because we failed to keep God's laws, all right, when they romance grace, all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. When we've understanding that the whole mantra of grace was so appealing to the masses, and to present this one as the one that wiped away our sins. Okay, I just see how it became appealing. And this is how, I mean, if a magician does a trick and right in front of your eyes, right?
There you go.
You know, I see it from the premises, you know, how these minds sit back and come up with ideas how to continue to keep us in the dark.
There you go, bro.
You know, and every time I hear, like, every time you share,
Mm-hmm.
you know, these different components, you know, I began to piece it all together. I began to I see it clearer. And understanding, right? See, I came up. I was trained by those that, and I love my grandparents. I love my great-grandparents. And, you know, but it was a season, man. This season was, you know, designed. I stayed around. Despite veering off to the left, despite greeting death and the things that I had succumbed to in my disobedience, to come to be right here planted under this understanding and awareness. So listen, I just appreciate, you know, the posture and the continuing of sharing this word and giving insight that God has blessed you.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I thank you for being here, and I thank you for recognizing not me, but the spirit that the Father has given me to share the information. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not me, it's the spirit of Yah.
Right. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you need rest. I need rest because I have to be up.
Yeah, you got to get up at 4. You got to get up at 4.
Oh, it's 10:30 now, 10:40.
Somebody asked me what I'm going to plant. I don't know yet. I know I want to plant some tomatoes because we got tomatoes out of. No, I'm sorry. My brother Robert here said, "What you gonna plant?" I said, "I don't know."
Right. Yeah,
Huh?
you gonna plant something.
I'm gonna plant something. I'm gonna put. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna stick something in the ground.
You gonna drop some seeds.
That's.
Don't drop them seeds.
I'm gonna
Right?
put something down there. I actually got a tomato not tomato, a potato plant that's got vines sticking out of it now. I might go and just cut it, or I gotta find out how to do it. Stick those in the ground. But I'm gonna do something. But I've been kind of documenting, putting information on it. And I just got off the subject, but about what I'm gonna plant. But I'm glad, bro, you got the information. But I'm gonna do this again. I'm going over it last night because I'm gonna go over more. Now I'm gonna go into the New Testament and show you how they deceived the people. I'm gonna go into Isaiah 53, how they say that that's for Jesus when that pertained to all the other prophets. Man, I'm gonna go into more information to show about the situation. So this was just part 1, part 2. Still, the deception of today. The deception of today.
Yeah.
But this is part 1 and part 2. Tomorrow gonna be a part 3 and part 4. I'm gonna do that. I did that before, but now I'm just coming back with it again.
I got some. Hey, listen, I got so much from tonight. I get, and I get it, each time we had these discussions. But tonight was truly special.
I'm glad, bro. It was because you asked. You asked. It was your question.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So anyway, I'll be here tomorrow.
I'm see you then, my bro. And we're gonna be on before, cause me and you got some business to talk about your your private office situation. So we're gonna handle that.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. And other than that, for everybody else, I'd just like to share. Okay. A woman of God business joined. Okay, well, I'm glad you came through. Other than that, for anybody else, I'd just like to say that I am that Mikael in Daniel chapter 12, verses 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's me. Showing the holy people who they're really supposed to be, waking them out of their dead beds, which is really in their heads. For all of you living in the new, this is for you. I'm the same Mikael in Revelations 12, battling that red dragon where Satan dwelled, who deceiveth the whole world but prevaileth not, because the horn is blown without a doubt. This was prophesied for you to see that Mikael is really me. All right? Just wanted to share that with you. And also to share with everyone that we here, well, we're going to do the benediction. And then we'll share that information with everybody. So this is the benediction. And this is, we're going to read out of Numbers chapter 6, verse 22 through 27. And it states, and Yah spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, on this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Yah bless thee and keep thee. Yah make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yah lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put, and they shall put Yah's name, which is his law, upon the children of Israel, and Yah will bless them. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shekevo, Vakuto Violam, Vaem Hear, O Israel, Yah our Father is one Father. Blessed be thy glorious kingdom forever and ever. Hallelujah. Bless you, Father, for all you've done, been doing, and plan to do. We ask you to keep giving us knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, life, health, and strength, food, shelter, and clothing. We thank you for bringing us to the knowledge that you have allowed us to come to know, to see, and to grow in, to rid us of the negative and the untruthful things in this world today, that we may come to your knowledge of truth and do your will. We appreciate, love you, and in all these words we pray. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you, Father. Now, for everybody else, just let everybody know for the Zoom first, and then for the rest of the broadcasters. For Zoom, we're here for the Zoom classes. If you'd like to connect with us, you're welcome to. For the Zoom classes, you're welcome to. You're welcome to connect with us on, should I say, through. If you text me your name, number, and email, I'll text and email you my price list. I'm thinking about the alkaline water. I would text you my information for my information for all my Zooms. I would text you that. I would text or email that to you. But when I text it, I'm gonna email. When you text me, I'm gonna email it to you. Thinking, now I'm all mixed up, y'all. Sleep is coming down on me. When you text me your name, number, and email, I'm going to email you my invitation to my Zoom classes. Excuse me. Invitation to my Zoom classes. And then that way you get on my Zooms, and that way we have open conversation, or we'll be more privy with each other with the information. And don't forget, my private is Tuesdays. My last Tuesday a month, they're private. And last Tuesday a month, which is Introduction to Solving Classroom Knowledge, that's private. So we only do those on Zoom and Zoom only. They're not on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. Also, just to let you know, excuse me, on the Sabbath day, we're here at 12 noon. And the Sabbath is Saturday, and we're at 12 noon. And this called Assembly of the Righteous. Assembly of the Righteous on the Sabbath at 12 p.m. noon. And then we're here on the night after Sunday. Night after Sunday. We're here at same time. I'm sorry, night after Sunday. It's going to be at 9 p.m. It's coming down on me, y'all. It's going to be 9 p.m. on Sunday right here at on Zoom, 9 p.m. And that's Fight Fire with Truth, which is where we are right now. Sabbath is at 12 p.m. noon Eastern. Sunday, which is tonight, is at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then we have 9 p.m. Eastern on Monday. And that's Mikael's Knowledge of Truth. Mikael's Knowledge of Truth on Mondays. Then we're back around to Tuesdays, the last of the month. Introduction to Solving Classroom Knowledge. And we're on Zoom only that day. There's on Zoom only. Just wanted to share that. I'm tired, y'all. It's coming down on me. So, but that is for those for the Zoom. And if you text me your name, number, and email at 770-572-5315, 770-572-5315, or email me at lkhyym, at gmail.com. lkhyym at gmail.com. Excuse me, y'all. Tide is coming down. So now for the public. Now you can catch me on YouTube and also X, formerly known as Twitter. There's YouTube and X, formerly known as Twitter, at JuicePro33, all together one word. JuicePro33. You can like, subscribe, and share on YouTube, or do the same on Twitter. And that's me there. at JuicePro33, JuicePro33. Then we also have, excuse me, Facebook. Facebook is Mikael Harris, which is spelled MI''CHAEL space HARRIS. That's MI''CHAEL space HARRIS. All right, that's Facebook. Now my Instagram is LKHYYM underscore the juice, THEJUICE. Again, that's LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. That's what it is. Woo, y'all. It's coming, coming, coming. Now, that was Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My Instagram and my TikTok is L'chaim underscore the juice, which is spelled LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Again, that's LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Also, we have my other TikTok and my other YouTube. My other TikTok and my other YouTube is under Michael the Juice Harris. Altogether, Michael the Juice Harris, which is spelled MICHAELTHEJUICEHARRIS. Again, excuse me. Again, the other TikTok and the other YouTube is MICHAELTHEJUICEHARRIS. Woo, y'all. That's my other TikTok and my other YouTube. Last but not least, we have rumble.com and patreon.com. Both of them /LKHYYM. Both of them /LKHYYM. Rumble.com and patreon.com. I'm tired. My eyes is heavy. I'm glad I'm done. I'm going to see you tomorrow with part 3 and 4 of what else called it? The deception of today. That's it. The deception of today. I thank y'all for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. And the first thing we're going to say bye to over here is we're going to say bye to y'all. I love y'all, my baby, and my brother, Gus. I'm going to say bye to y'all first and then get rid of everybody else. I'm tired. I was just like,
I feel you.
Yeah.
It's been that many days.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And you have a great day and a good day at work tomorrow, bro.
Thank you, brother. We'll talk that afternoon.
All right. Tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
Love you, baby. If you ain't fell asleep on us.
All right.
Oh, all right.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, I'm tired, y'all. Ooh. This stuff is coming down on me. Now, let's just say, well, ain't nobody on Facebook. We'll say bye to Facebook first. Oh, we did have Murray James. My man, Murray James was on here. I'd like to thank you and everybody else that may have been watching. Thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. Appreciate love you. See you all later and peace. Boy. Got you. Over here on Instagram, I thank you for your time, your patience. My brother, that must be Robert Craig. You ain't on YouTube tonight. You over on Instagram. But I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate you all. Peace. Excuse me. Sorry about that. over here on YouTube Live. I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. See you soon. See you tomorrow, and always. Peace.